What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. This is your host, Jessica. Stay tuned for this week's episode. Hey, y'all. It's been a long week. I feel like it's been a while, right?
Yeah, it has. And I felt so freaking stressed.
It was a stressful week for you.
It sure was. So the week is just, it was too long for me.
Yeah, it was.
But definitely, I feel so grateful for the opportunity that we just received. If you guys haven't realized, we just posted our last podcast and we interviewed one of our most favorite TikTokers ever, Miss Yvette, aka your favorite psycho chick.
Yes.
And I just want to say how surreal the experience was. Like, I could not believe it. And
even though like a couple things were like going bad.
Things went bad.
Bro, can I give a behind the scenes for our podcast? One of the things that happened to us, first of all, I had the intro and I was so prepared, guys.
Yeah, she
was doing good.
Yeah, I went in there so like
confident
and very concentrated. I was like, I got this. Like, I had to get this on point. There's nothing that could stop me.
Yeah.
Where I get there, I freeze. My legs are shaking. My ankles are sweating.
She was like, I'm on top of the world.
Literally.
She started stumbling.
Literally. And then just the way, as soon as I started my intro, I stuttered. Yeah,
and like, it was like, we couldn't, like, ahorita, like, let's say our intro we don't like it, we can literally redo it.
Edit it.
Yeah, but like, this interview with Yvette was so
raw.
different.
Yeah, and it was just raw, uncut. So,
I mean, it could have been cut off, but because it was like like streaming, like
an intro, come on now. But and I was like, I can't believe I just fucking did that in front of the queen. I'm just kidding. But and then my mic fell. Are you kidding me? Kidding me?
And then
the whole table fell. The whole table, guys, we had everything.
And then the stand where we were going Instagram live.
Y'all are not gonna believe it. When the table fell with all of our mics, all of our equipment, the table knocked down the stage. Can see, and you guys are not gonna believe what the fuck happened. So when the phone fell, it fell face up. So all our audience just saw me pick up the phone. The angle.
Yeah, got all up and personal with Joanna.
Definitely. They seen the whole shit go down. So shout out to you guys, because y'all seen that.
Yeah. I felt like it was happening in slow motion.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, it felt like hours. And then can you believe once I started editing, I was like, oh, she said that? I was so grilling in my questions that I didn't realize so much. Like, I was hearing it and I was able to conversate and go with it, but I wasn't like really like focusing on what she was saying until I heard the recording afterwards, and I was like, oh.
But it's because it was so hectic, and
there's so much going on,
guys. We couldn't show it, so we had to keep going with the flow, and we definitely made it work. And I'm so grateful because we got this amazing opportunity and we were able to pull it off, guys, no matter what happened. I feel like I laughed at it more than I was like, what the fuck, so I feel like it was a learning experience.
Pero yo creo que lo hizo más fácil porque ella te hizo sentir como,
you got the words out of my mouth.
That's why we're best friends. That's why we best friends.
For sure. But that's what I was gonna say. Like, she made it just everything flow. She's so funny to me. Like, I just
feel so comfortable with her.
No, la verdad.
No, sí, it's like I feel like I gained a friend. Like,
Es que una de aquí de nuestra table, like, she's chilling with us.
Literally.
Sí, y like the way like she was down to come to Florida, and the way like she was like, oh,
like, no lie, like, our homes are open.
Yeah, for real.
Sure. And the way she was just like, we're gonna post until you guys blow up. And I was like, oh my god, she takes the time. And the way she said she was inspired by us for starting the pot. Girl, everything she said, it was just like,
I was like, I'm starstruck.
Yes, girl, yes. And, girl, when she first popped up, I started tearing, and I was like, get it together, bitch. Don't cry.
Don't
cry.
Girl,
but definitely, like, you get emotional.
I did.
At the end.
I think so. And you know what? Like, because we mentioned this before, like,
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
not a lot of our people take us seriously, you
Yeah.
know. And like, yo me puse a pensar, una persona que no sabe nada de nosotros, que yo la considero famosa, que es famosa, que tiene tantas oportunidades afuera. Nos escogió a nosotros para ayudarnos.
Wait,
nos dio la mano.
That's fucking true.
Nos dio la
Imagínate
mano.
tanta gente que le dijo, like, oh, you know, like, I have this going on, or I have this.
Yeah.
And she's chose us, guys. Like,
Yeah.
that.
And she hasn't done another collab. I mean, she's going through
probably
something
will,
right
but,
now, but
yeah.
like we were the first ones.
Yeah, and like, I'm telling you, le mandé el mensaje.
And she answered quick.
Sí, yo se la mandé cuando Jessica dijo, oh, miren,
It was
que
like
acaba,
2 in
look
the
what she just
morning.
released.
Oh my God.
Y de volada cuando ella dijo, yo dije, girl, we cannot, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
I'm not
wait for
missing
you.
that opportunity.
I
Yeah.
started typing when I wanted, and I didn't heard anything from you, pero es que eran las 2 de la mañana.
Yeah, it was 2 in
So
the
I was like,
morning.
you know what, I'm just gonna send it. Bam! I sent it. Y luego como me di
The
cuenta
next
que,
day.
ya ella había replied.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Guys.
Entonces, like,
I'm like,
y
this
me
is
dio-
our goal, guys.
Sí.
This is our like goal. Like, we gotta.
Sí,
Yeah,
entonces me dio bastante sentimiento porque dije,
Yeah, when she
cuando
first
ella-
found, like when Yesenia first called me, did she call me text? No, you sent a voice memo. She was like, she was so emotional. She
Yeah.
started crying, and I was at a thrift store and I was bawling.
No.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I'm so
Dude, I
embarrassed. Oh my
screamed
God.
so loud because I work in an office, guys. So I screamed so crazy. I was like, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, oh my God. It's just, I cannot. I could
Yeah,
not. Like,
same.
honestly, guys, I had to see it to believe it. I was
Yeah.
like, let me go on our
see it
DMs.
on-
Yeah, let me see the DMs. Are they lying? No, guys. I honestly was
Yeah.
so proud of us because I was like, you know,
Wow.
Yeah.
who would have
Who
known
would've
an
known?
opportunity
And we were
like
just taking
that?
a shot. And I was like,
Exactly.
you know what? No vamos a perder nada, si no responde. We're just going to
Yeah.
keep going grinding,
Exactly.
you know?
And it's just like I was expecting days or something, but
Sí,
she was
no.
immediate.
Yeah, she was down. She was like, hey.
Hey.
After I told her we're in Orlando, she's like, oh my God, like, that's too far. Like, I don't have plans at the moment. Pero ella de volada, but, you know, podcast, well, is that like recording? Can we do it
Yeah,
over
we
the
could do it
phone?
over the
Like,
phone.
Yeah.
ella, she suggested it, you know, like
Yeah.
she was not closing the door on us.
Yeah.
She was
That's-
actually opening
And that
more.
just shows you how much of a humble person she is because she
Yeah.
really is.
Entonces quiero regresar a lo mismo que verdad que gente que nos conoce y que ha escuchado, que ha visto nuestros
Struggle.
nuestros posts that we're promoting it y,
They don't
y que
repost,
no
no le
hacen
dan
nada,
like,
¿verdad? Y
yeah.
tú dices, wow, okay, está bien, pero todo en este mundo da vueltas.
Sí.
Y yo sé que yo no soy así, que si un día esa persona necesita la ayuda, uno se la va a dar, you know?
Sí, for sure.
Y uno nunca sabe que si nosotros vamos a llegar a una posición alta y vamos a
Exacto.
tener la manera de ayudarlos, porque like we said,
Yeah.
we're doing this for our community to help
Yeah.
them, and you never know, maybe we're the ones who's going to help you out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So just
And-
keep that open.
Exactamente, porque es lo que también quiere decir, como tú dijiste, even though we don't have those people que, you know, los dan la mano, aunque sea algo
Yeah.
chico, like a like, or algo, and son
Share.
gente que te conocen, o gente
Sí,
que has conocido
güey, sí.
y hasta como que te da like, ay, güey, like, you know, like,
Yeah.
you don't believe in it, or what
Yeah.
is it, like, what is it, you know, so that, eso tienes la razón, eso
Yeah.
sí como que me da like, wow, like, if it was you,
I would've been
I would be
reposting.
like,
and
yo.
you know what? Like if you're my friend, I go all out with you.
Yeah.
Like I have your back 100. Like there's no ifs, no buts. You need me, I'm there. You know, and I'm always thinking, and I do it with everybody. I'm like, I watch out the way I act because I'm like, si me lo hacen a mí, ¿cómo me voy a sentir yo si me lo hacen a mí?
Yeah.
So I'm always thinking like that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, if my friend needed me, if I didn't have the money, it's fine. Oh,
Yeah.
look, I'm gonna share this. Oh, look, my friend, like, go to my
You
friend.
should- yeah, like, you
Yeah.
should
know,
watch-
like
check it
stuff
out.
like that. Check it out. Like, you're
'Cause
gonna
you're
like
proud
it.
of your friend.
Yeah. and you're
Exactly.
gonna
Thank
I
you.
would be
That's
proud
a
of
good-
her.
Yeah,
Or
so-
him or whatever. But yeah, it's I mean, I try not to think about it too much.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, because I feel like the support team that or system that we do have already is it's really it feels great.
And
it's small, but it's very intimate.
And it feels great. And
we do have family that do
support. No, and not even family, but even my friends. Like I'm like, wow, like you know, you guys talk about it, and you know, you actually be like, oh look, and they give me tips, like, and I'm like, like okay, like I got you.
Like they heard your podcast. They're not just sharing it, but they're listening to it.
Exactly. So I'm just, you know, I am grateful for the little system that we do have.
Yeah,
even if it's tiny. But we're grateful.
Pero empezamos de algo.
Exactly. And due to that, we did have one of our listeners that posted it. I don't know if you guys know, if you go on Spotify and you listen to our podcast, there's always down below, there's always like a Q&A that we put, like we ask like what you want to hear next, did you like the episode? And we had one, right?
Yeah, it was, what topic would you like us to discuss? And this person, I think it was the one right before Yvette's that this episode's from. I commented conspiracy theories, so write to us, because my sister Karina doesn't like conspiracy theories that much. She
says she doesn't know about and it's like, who doesn't know?
No, she says she doesn't like find them interesting.
I think it's not in her thing. Which is understandable.
But comment down below, write us, let Karina know that conspiracy things are a thing, so she can actually say yes.
She can be pumped up and do it with us.
Exactly. But I found another one. Besides me, there was someone else that commented. So shout out to Maggie, Panda. Those are the emojis right after her name. It says, how was school life? ? Like, did your parents compare you with your siblings or family?
Yes, friends. And that's what today's topic is going to be about, guys.
Yes. So shout out to Maggie.
Yes, because you gave us our topic to this for this
and
week.
You commented, you engaged with us, which we love when people when our audience engages with us. So shout out.
Honestly, I'm excited because I feel like because I'm still young. I'm still young. No, but I can remember a lot of it. So I'm like, yes,
because you're a little bit fresh out of there.
No, but I feel like I literally, when I think about it, sometimes I forget how far away I had graduated high school or college. I'm like, it was just yesterday, but no, but it's been a long time ago.
Yeah.
But so you want to go first? You were excited.
I'm like,
since you have it fresh, you go first.
No, but I do want to bring up how she said, were you ever compared? My school, I feel like I was a lot.
Compared to who?
Mostly like, I would say like my cousins, just, you know, the chamacos that be doing better than you in school. The ones that be getting all A's. They're like, I got honor all this week. But I do want to say my school life was very I want to say I'm very grateful because it was amazing. Like, I feel like it was very diverse. I got to meet so many kids, you know.
So many kids.
I say that because, like I said, I went to, how do I say this? Like, I went to a school that was like, it was in the hood. I'm not even gonna lie. It was in the hood.
We went there.
Yeah, you guys went there too, huh?
Yes, we did.
And it's just the way they treated you there.
The hood's good? No,
I'm like, we can give them some promo.
But I mean, I don't think it is. Like, there was worse schools out there.
I mean, we were a D school.
Are we talking about high school, middle school?
Elementary school.
Yeah.
Oh,
girl, in the hood. We were in the hood. Not hood.
Jessica went to the Mexican elementary
You're
school.
lucky, by the way.
Lucky.
Bro.
We went to
all 5 years of it.
We went to the hood school.
Which is not bad.
That made us stronger. That's what I was about to get to. Dude, the way they would talk to you, the way they would talk to you, they'd be like,
you up.
Yeah, you'd be like, what? I'm just kidding. No, pero
it prepared you.
Yeah, dude. I cannot say that enough. Because, dude, I'm sorry, pero había unas muchachas, dude. There was a little corner store and everybody would go there. It didn't matter. I was probably like 4th grade, 5th grade. This is when like I actually started hanging out with, you know, like all the cool kids. So, girl, but they would treat me like a little scrub. They would be like, they would come back from the corner store and be like, hey, you see this sausage? You know, the hot mama sausage? If you know, you know.
I love those.
They'd be like,
it.
squish this up for me.
Oh, hell.
And they wanted it well squished, girl. It wasn't no like chunks.
Wait. Before we, I want to try that weird red pickle.
Oh, I ordered one. I got a chamoy too.
do not eat it. Let's do a YouTube.
Let's do it together.
Let's do a
Okay.
YouTube,
And I also
don't
got
know where to
some
order
Pika Pika
from.
candy.
Where do I get it from?
I can send you the link to
Yeah,
the
send
website.
me
Oh, it has to be online.
Yeah, it is online. It's because they give you the whole kit, like how to like make the
Prepare
you know how
the pickle. I don't
the
know, but
pickle.
yeah, I don't. But I've been thinking about bringing it up, but
Guys,
for some
and
reason,
you know what's
I'm not a
crazy?
pickle person.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not a pickle person, but I'll eat the candy with you guys.
But definitely
I love
want
the
to try
pickle.
that pickle. I want to
love
try
pickles.
it. It looks so good. Like literally, my mouth hasta de aquí me duele.
Ah,
Se me
yeah.
antoja. Ajá.
I'm done with you
Sí,
guys.
so yeah, so
Sorry,
don't
we're
eat
off
it.
topic.
I'm like, no wait, and that's coming in like a week or two, so give it a couple of weeks. Hey.
Yeah. Okay, so back to the corner store.
Yeah, back to the corner store. They would make me break their sausage. And okay, so mind you, I would do this for like a couple girls, but the word started getting around that I know how to squish sausage. So not like that, y'all. Not like that.
No, Miss Joanna.
Oh my god.
The way that came out was
That's the way it is.
no, but for real, y'all. The hot mama sausage.
So anybody out there, if you want it squished,
Karina, she
hit her
likes
up.
those. She
Yeah.
likes some squish
Yeah.
too.
I cannot
I'm telling you, it's
squish.
something we grew up with.
Yeah.
man.
I didn't. I'm
Yo,
like,
girl, you went to the Latino school.
Yeah, she went to Mexican school.
But so yeah, and one day I got the courage and I was tired of squishing sausages.
Yeah.
So I was like, no. I said no. I'm like, I don't
Ooh,
want
you got
to.
feisty.
Yeah, I was like, no. And then the girl, she got really. She's like, that's why your shoes are ugly. Like, yeah, this was back when filas were not a thing. Like, if you had filas, you were broke.
No, in mom,
Girl.
she did not care.
Dude,
she thought
would-
whatever the heck
if
she
she
wanted.
found them at the garage sale, you wearing them. They're dirty.
Yeah.
Oh well. So, and it was rare. It was rare when we got new shoes, and if they were,
We
they
got
were
them
It
once
from,
was
a
just
year.
at the beginning of the
Yeah,
year.
and it was from
year.
Payless, and that's it.
Yeah. Oh my God,
I was gonna
yes,
say that. They were,
Payless.
I always have my Payless shoes, and at the end of the year, ya estaban casi por romperse. I'm like, damn, I gotta make it through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. So she started roasting me, and mind you, I'm a sensitive. I was so sensitive back
so
then.
sensitive,
Yeah,
bro.
so
We'd be like,
bad. A
ay,
little bit.
ya estás chillando otra vez.
No, but it would be over anything. Like you would
Yeah.
scream at me, talk to me wrong, and I was like,
Ya estaba llorando.
Yeah.
Ya
So,
se encerraba en su cuarto.
y'all know what I did. I
And
cried.
We've talked about it in previous episodes. Que era
Yeah.
chillona.
And I don't know, guys. Now, thank God, I'm a little tougher. But
She don't cry no more.
No, I don't cry. Crying is for losers. No te creas.
No, you're supposed to feel your feelings.
I know.
Okay, yeah.
Y luego,
Pero yeah, wait, and then like just the way she started like roasting me like in front of the class, I got so embarrassed, guys. I cried. I was so mad. And then like that whole day, I just remember people were like, "Oh my god," like like almost like instigating it, like, "Oh my god, what happened?" Like, "Oh my god, what happened?" So I got even more embarrassed,
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm so thankful because girl, you made me stronger. I kept saying no, and after that, I never squished sausage again.
she did became stronger.
No, but yeah, guys. So
that was your
elementary school. Yeah, but what I do want to say was I feel like elementary school was the one time where I was actually compared to other like my other cousins and like just be like, oh, like you need to do better, like. And
but I feel like you were pretty good, pretty decent
dude.
student.
Once I got to middle school, there was no stopping me. I had advanced reading, advanced math, like avid. So I feel like I really got involved in school middle school year, but I want to say elementary school was where I feel like I had insecurity problems a lot too. Like I would hate that I was so dark. Like I would hate to be morenita, guys. And I think and that was like one of the worst things I think I went through.
There was a year that she stayed in the pool like all summer.
So I remember that, and she went dark.
Like I went like, guys, like
and
you
then
could not
ever since
recognize
then,
me.
she never went back.
I never went back. I never
She
looked
got,
back.
now she's a little bit lighter.
Yeah,
but
now,
But there was a good 2-3
I
years that you
remember
were so dark.
No, y para decirte, Joanna, like we didn't even recognize her. Like, that's Joanna,
dude.
Because of how dark I was.
Te quemó bastante.
But it was bad, guys. And that's another thing. Like, that's when I really started to hate my skin color, my mustache. Like, so I feel like those were the really tough times for me in school. Was just when I didn't like how I looked. And back then it wasn't really about
That's
looks.
so
It was more
sad.
about what you wear.
No, yeah.
So even that, I would be like, God damn, bro, I got no new clothes. I'm wearing princess stuff, and I'm in 5th grade, like, get it together.
Yeah.
So I had to suffer, and it was not it was like I said, it made me a stronger person, so I'm grateful. But yeah, but you're lucky because you didn't have to go through that. You went to a predominantly Latino school, and you got to speak Spanish.
Yes.
Like, how dare you? I just kidding.
So yeah, I was in all Spanish classes till 4th, 3rd grade.
But like all Spanish, like everything was in Spanish.
Everything was in Spanish.
That's cool.
Yeah, but it wasn't like ESOL though.
Yeah, of course. Like, I think they would teach us English. To be honest, I don't really remember, if I'm being completely honest. I just know that all my teachers were Spanish. It was like the best time of my life. Literally, I think I've always liked school.
And I think because you felt at home, you know, we spoke Spanish at home, so I felt like,
but I don't know. Like, I feel like life at home was a little rough.
Yeah.
And like, I was in love with all my teachers. Like,
You were like,
I have
that's
not
my
had a
escape.
teacher that I was like, oh, I don't like her like that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always like school. I'm really good at school. Sorry, guys. It's been a long day. But yeah, like, I had all Spanish until 4th grade. 4th grade, they're like, okay, you're
ready for the world.
Yes. So they put me, like, I think I only did half year. I had Miss Guaman in 4th
you
grade.
better remember her
I know.
name.
I remember all my teachers' names. It's from kindergarten all the way to...
God, I don't think I can.
I think middle school gets, you know, because you would get
like 7 periods.
Es que nosotros
Yeah.
no los acordamos mucho because we were in the hood, girls.
Yeah,
You know, them
girl.
names were hoodie.
Yeah.
I remember, I think it was your kindergarten teacher.
Oh yeah, she was. Hey, Miss Hogan, if you
Yeah.
out there, you a
Miss
real
Hogan.
one. Yeah, she was from Peru. She told me about the mountains of Machu Picchu,
Yeah.
and hey, she like
¿Te
she
acuerdas de
really.
Miss Styles?
Oh, I
Miss
love Miss
Styles.
Styles. How do you
Miss
remember?
Pacheco.
I didn't have Miss
No,
Pacheco.
Miss Pacheco y su esposo era el de art class.
Mr. Marin.
No.
¿No?
No era Mr. Marín. Era something.
Who was Mr. Marin in your school?
Or creo que sí, Mr. Marín era. I don't
Was
know.
it?
Or your
Now
PE
I'm
teacher?
confused.
What's
what
your
about-
PE teacher?
And then
Mr. Medina.
Mr. Medina.
He was so fine. And
I don't know.
yeah, he still
He was
looks the same to this day.
I never had him because we were like age difference. But my 3rd grade teacher from my hoodie school is Miss DeVoe.
Miss
Miss
DeVoe.
DeVoe.
I think I do remember her. Did she have short hair? Like really short
Estaba
hair?
peloncita.
Yes, but it was like just right
Yeah,
here.
y se hacía sus little ways.
I remember.
But there were some
her.
scary ass. I'm sorry, there were scary teachers. But go ahead, girl. Sorry.
It's okay. I like to hear that. Like,
Yeah, they were tough. Like they.
Yeah,
Mira,
dude. We
okay,
went
no,
through it. They
yo
would
lo voy a
bully
contar
us.
cuando
I'm
me
like, they
toque
would
para
bully
go.
us low-key,
No,
huh?
yes.
The teachers.
Yes.
Oh.
I'll say that.
Yeah, go ahead. Girl.
Okay, so yeah, so
With your
my
nice
friend-
teachers.
and then, well, Miss Woman was pretty rough. Like, you know how you write sideways when you write, your paper goes sideways.
Sí.
Bitch, she used to tape the thing straight so I can learn how to write straight.
You know who did that to me? Miss Torres.
Miss Torres.
Cuando
did
lo
that
ponía
to
de
you?
lado, she wouldn't be rough, but she would like move my thing and then she would fix it straight. And I was like, oh.
Yeah,
And then I
well,
would
Miss
just move
Woman
it
would tape
But
it.
little
She
do
would
you guys
tape
know,
it.
like they're preparing you for the future.
I know,
Yeah.
but she was still a bitch. Anyways, but I liked her. She had her voice was so raspy. I remember her. Anyways, and then they're like, okay, so we're gonna have to switch you. So they switched me to all
English?
to Miss Reed's class.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, and so I felt like I felt lost because I was so used to my friends. They were all Spanish. We were all hanging
You were
out
like,
together.
on their way. What's up?
Yeah, like wait, no, I didn't start using wait till middle school.
Yeah, we
So
used
then,
it.
I moved to 5th grade and it was like, yeah, so my hecho normal. So I had Miss Collins. Shout out to Miss Collins. She ended up being in my kids' elementary school. And when I saw her, she still
that's
remembered me.
so
'Cause she was like my favorite teacher. I was cool with her daughter. Like, oh my God, I would get really close with my teachers.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I was
Were you a pet teacher?
Yeah, student pet. No, teacher's pet.
Teacher's pet.
Yeah, girl, I was friends with my teachers. Like, I was really close.
Gross. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, definitely.
Sausage
I was
square.
really, I was really involved in with my school. Like I would go to the activities after school. They
You
were
wore
like,
your little shirt proudly.
fuck yeah, go Dolphins.
Oh, you're so lame. Oh my God. We're over here with our panther. Oh my God.
Oh, girl.
But yeah, but middle school was my year. Like I loved middle school.
Middle school?
Yeah.
I think so
That's
too.
where I had my first crush, my first
It's just
love.
yeah, it's just
Drama.
the best. Drama. Dude, I would eat that shit up.
Oh my god, yes. When the kids were about to fight out, you saw me there. Yes, it was like, I gotta go to class. I was right there in the cheese, man. But yeah, like again, también, like I was really cool with my teachers.
Remember Miss Wing?
Miss Chicken Wing.
Miss Chicken Wing.
Oh my god, I love Miss Chicken Wing. She was so funny to me.
Yeah, funny as well. Yes, Miss Chicken Wing.
¿Te acuerdas que decía, ella es la que decía Wednesday or Thursday? ¿Te acuerdas we were talking about?
Yeah.
Wednesday or ¿cómo decía?
I don't even remember.
Or was it Thursday?
Bro, we would crack
Thursday.
She was just
crack up. She was so odd.
Oh, you know who she reminded me of? The magic school bus teacher.
I was gonna say Miss Frisk.
Why?
Because she así te miraba.
Así,
chaparrita. Bueno, estaba chaparrita.
Tenía pelo así como rizo. I don't know. She was just so goofy. Like, she didn't give a fuck. She se vestía rarita. Like, she was just so funny. And
I'm like, those are the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, and era bien mamona. No sé, she was just so funny.
Yeah.
Like a funny character.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely.
Were you ever compared?
School.
Did your parents ever compare you to
No,
somebody
actually,
else?
I never got bullied, guys. Like, can you believe that?
No, but like mom never was like, ay, Jessica, tienes que ser más así.
Nada.
Never.
No, I think it's because I was first child.
Yeah. Who are they going to compare you?
Yeah, like who the fuck are they going to compare me with?
And I think
I was
so
a pretty
busy
good
with
student. I was a pretty good student. I mean, and I don't know. They never felt. Nobody ever said, "Oh, you gotta be like her," or, you know. So yeah, and I'm telling you, I never. I got maybe bullied in elementary.
You did?
Yeah, like
once or twice.
Yeah, like because my name is Maria, my first name is Maria. They would like make fun of my name, like Maria de la Pata Fría.
Like what you did mention the before.
Yeah. And you know, there was little guys that used to make fun of me, but then the teacher would be like, "It's because they like you." And I'm
like, no, bitches bullying. I'm just
yeah, but no, middle school was good. Like, you know, and I always thought like, damn, my weight, you know, like people gonna come, but no.
Everybody was in their world.
Oh, that's awesome, sis.
Yeah, besides getting pregnant in 8th grade.
How bitch? Yeah, don't drop that bomb and not tell us how the fuck that was. Because I mean, I know, but like, how,
I mean, we
did you
talked
have
about
any?
it too.
Yeah, we did talk about it a little bit. But yeah, like, I mean, it was the end of 8th grade year.
Yeah.
And
not a lot of people knew.
No, because I wasn't showing or anything. But yeah, they were going to kick me out. But I was like, no. But then shout out to Miss Torres because she put me in she helped me get into this all pregnant girl school,
Beta,
which I didn't even know. Yeah, shout out to Beta. Like, oh my god, that would be one of the places that I would help. Once I reach out to them and do something for them, like, you know.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was a big part of your life.
It was like, I mean, it's the biggest part of my life. I think it made me who I am. Yeah, being a mom and so young.
I think they show you how to be an independent mom.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I think that's awesome.
Not only do they offer like regular school, but you also take parenting classes.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah, like it's amazing. Like.
And honestly, sister, like that was a big blessing because you were able to finish and go to college, period.
Yeah. And well, high school was more like keep your head down, do your work, and get through.
It was more like adultish, right?
Yeah, because I didn't have no friends. I ended having friends ya lo último. Like, ya tenía mis little friends.
But you never
shout out to Charlene.
For real? Oh my God, I miss Charlene. I remember Charlene.
Yeah, she moved to Miami.
Yeah.
But she would come to the house and visit my kids.
And she would
take Lupe to the movies.
Yeah. And mind you, we lived in the trench, like way Yeah, well, Jessica lives in the trenches, boy. And she did not care. Like, she was always there for Jessica.
You know, my first house, I moved out really, really young. I was 17 when I moved out. I was still in high school, living a grown-up ass life. Yeah. And like she would come to the trailita where I used to live, and she used to come and be with me.
She used to even spoil us. Like she'd be like, "You guys want to go get something?"
And like, bro, but the thing that would get to me, I'm like, damn, like ella estaba allí como unas 5 horas y no se iba, and she would just talk.
That's such your friend.
Girl, and like I'm just like, damn, like, you know, like none of my other I didn't have that many, but you know, like that were school friends, because I was I'm not gonna compare them to you because you know you're different, pero
you know, a lot of your high school friends don't really last that long. So
neither your middle school, because I thought we were tight. I thought we had a bond.
For real. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I miss my middle school friends. because we were still friends up to high school.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's the most friends that I've ever had in my life is middle school.
Bitch, I felt popular.
Yeah.
No, I didn't feel
everybody,
popular, but
so.
I had friends. Like I had a lot of girlfriends, and I had a lot of not boyfriends, but guys
Guy
that were
friends.
friends, and we were all pretty cool. And like it's sad that you grow up and it's like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Things change.
Yeah. But I don't regret it, and it's just like it's life. It's just life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely.
But for real, tell him, Yessie, tell her how it was like for us, because let me tell you, I'm pretty sure she be having her stories too. Because I mean, come on,
it was crazy. Okay, let me tell you. This is what I was gonna say.
And I don't know. I think it was because school zone, like they changed the school zones.
Yeah, because they gave me the option to go to Dolphins or Panthers, and I was like, girl, it's my first year. It's because the office was so nice. They tricked me. Okay, they tricked me. They were like, and plus I was at that school already, and they were like, come on, you can pick.
No,
and
but
then they kept
I don't
saying
think
like,
you
could do this here. Yes, dude, I swear on everything. Because we were already zoned for that school. Like Karina was already going there. She was already going there, and I was going to school next year. And so they said, do you want to be with your sisters or do you want to come over here? And then I was like, wherever she's going, I'm going. And Karina picked Phyllis Wheatley. Well, oh dang, I just dang dropped. God damn. But yeah,
because that happened to us. I don't know if it happened to you. I don't think you were there anymore. That happened when they first opened
Ocoee.
No, Wakaiva.
Oh, really?
We got to vote on the colors. We got to vote on
I remember.
On the ¿cómo se llama? The symbol?
The mascot.
The mascot. We got to choose everything because supposedly we were gonna all move to Wakaiva from Ocoee.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, you know what? They changed the zoning.
Yeah.
You're out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, we're gonna try a new school. Which you tried the new school?
No.
Ocoee?
I went from I went to Ocoee, and then I went to
the first year when they first opened it.
Yeah,
it was brand new school.
Ocoee High School?
Yeah, we started it there.
The first year that they opened.
You didn't.
I didn't.
But I did. It was fresh too.
I was going to say that's something fresh.
New.
Yeah.
There was no roaches and nothing.
Period.
But because I went to Beta, but she went to Ocoee High, and so she was like the brand new school.
And I don't know how many fights broke out on that same day.
Yeah, because I heard the cheese man.
But why?
Because they put a bunch of kids for all different schools.
Yeah.
No way.
And there were, acuérdate, it was 9, 10, 11, 12. So the older kids.
Since it was a new school, they're probably, like you said, they're getting kids from everywhere. Like, come try it out. Like, come see.
Yeah. So it was bad. And like the second day, they were all strict and cops and like, it was crazy.
Know.
But
you were like, what did I get myself into?
Yeah.
There were fights everywhere. I heard it was like fights after fights, like all happening at once.
A fight.
I wait.
Girl, it was hectic.
She was like, today was a good day.
I was like, oh my God, it was so much fun. But yeah, so elementary, this is what I was going to say.
Oh, yeah.
The most traumatized. Okay, I was a very shy girl. I'm still am.
I'm like barely.
No way. Can you believe when I was in elementary, I was so talkative? My mom had to come in meetings. Your child won't shut the fuck up.
Really?
I swear to you.
And bitch, now you're the opposite.
Yeah. So weird.
Yeah. So I was very shy. Like, a mí no me gustaba stand out or nothing. I was like keeping my head low, especially, in that hood. Yeah. Anyway, so one day I had left my room because I was going to go to the bathroom. And when I was coming back, I saw a teacher, and this teacher, everybody feared this teacher. Like if another teacher was having a hard time with a student, they would call this certain teacher.
Oh gosh!
This teacher grabbed this little boy by the neck and raised him, like she had him against the wall and raised him up, and she's like, and go ahead, como dijo, go ahead, tell your mama I ain't scared of her. And I was like,
oh my God, that can happen to me.
Yes. And I was like, y me quedé like shook as fuck.
Do you know her name?
Me quiero acordar, pero no, girl.
That's reporter.
Shout her out.
Nah.
No me acuerdo. But, like, that's where, igual, como they break it, that's where I got broken and I brought myself back together because they would call me names because I was they would call me names because I was Hispanic. I look Hispanic.
Oh yeah, you did mention how they would like bully you for your name.
And make fun of your name.
Yeah, so like it was rough, but I got through it. Middle school was a total like 360 like that.
Yeah,
that's and where I made friends. And
you got that confidence back.
And me and Jessie went in together. Literally, we were holding hands. We were like, let's start. We rode the bus holding hands.
Like, we rolling up together.
Yeah, and the thing is, because I was in the hood, I never had Hispanic friends. It's like beside my family,
dude,
those were Hispanic. So when I went to middle school, I was surrounded by Hispanics. And I was like, oh shit.
Yes, and it was like a whole new world.
Yes, and I was like, oh my God, I fell in love. And igual a mí, my middle school year was the best. I was getting good ass grades, girl. Oh my God.
Yeah, she was.
So it was pretty cool for me. And then high school, it was still good.
You were a dolphin in middle school. That was your 6th grade.
Yes, I was a dolphin.
I was a tiger.
I was an eagle.
Yeah, you were an eagle and I was a dolphin.
I'm like, lame.
I was so sad. I was like, why can't you be a fucking dolphin with me?
Yeah, and I was a dolphin. And fíjate que I was never compared like with my parents tampoco until I got older, like in high school. And my mom be like, desde fulanita. Oh, no. There was this one. My mom would compare me because, in high school, in middle school, hitting high school, ya empiezas a choosing your own clothing.
Yeah.
Y te empiezas a be certain way and your parents don't like it. And my mom would like connect the dots for if I dressed that certain way, then I wasn't doing good at school. So my mom be like, te tienes que vestir bonita, como una niña decente, como una niña educada.
She would base it off what you wore.
Because, and I'm like, I am decente. Sí, soy educada. I get good at grades.
You're like, girl, I'm doing so well.
Yeah, exactly. But, fíjate, about that, besides the clothing, like, she never mentioned anything else.
Oh, guys, excuse me.
Poor baby.
Yeah, he's having a bad day tonight.
But yeah, so besides that, like, it wasn't rough. Like, I think I enjoyed it. What I do notice, like, I guess my smallest sister got compared a lot, like, to us. I think she might have suffered
and that is the worst, guys. And I never got compared except for maybe high school, but when they put your siblings against you, then you're like,
I feel like that's a thing. Like, why can't you be like your sibling? Like, I don't let my partner do that because I feel like a veces,
it hurts them.
Yeah, like he'll be like, oh, why can't you? And I'm like, hey, don't do that.
Like, yeah, they're all different.
Like that because I know that they never did it to me.
Yeah.
But I have read a lot of research where that's really bad.
Yeah.
Because it not only does it bring them down, but it kind of like creates this like, how do you say it? Like a rivalry.
Yeah, rivalry with their siblings.
Like they start hating the sibling because of that.
Yeah. But no, like, I mean, we didn't have that much of a, but like, I do like remember like la que se sigue de mí.
The middle.
She's a brainy.
The brainy child.
She's a brainy child. She got straight A's. And she got a lot of awards too.
Oh, she did. She was a doer. Como a doer?
A dream doer, which they would choose
she got the little finger.
The finger from Disney World.
Yes, I was going to say the dreamer and doer.
Oh my God. Doer. You went, you right? You applied?
No, I applied, but I didn't get accepted.
But you applied. You were up there.
I was up there. I mean, I got selected, but still my essay didn't get selected. But
so
she got selected. I remember it was so big for them.
Yeah,
well, imagine. Like,
and then to top it about, and then besides that, she got elected because she had her quinceañera at Disney World, and she came out in the show de Cristina.
Oh my God, I know. I was not tripping. I had told my mom, I was like, Mom, do you remember when they came out of Cristina? She was like, no, they didn't. I'm like, Mom, I swear to God, I saw that episode. They were in a hotel room and they cut her hair. Something happened. They cut her hair.
Yeah, and it was like little different dramas with every other little quinceañera girl.
And I just thought it was so cool that you guys were on Cristina.
Yes, girl. And we met some actors too. I was like, oh my God.
Who'd you met?
Columna.
Fernando Columna.
We met him.
He's my guilty pleasure you know, how do you say your guilty
Your
crush?
celebrity crush.
My guilty, because he's old.
Yeah, he's old.
Really?
He's old.
Oh my god, how was that though?
It was
Who else?
good.
Who else you meet?
I'm like, oh, you're trying to know.
To be honest, I
You
don't
don't
remember
remember.
so well.
So then
But yeah, like you know, she was a brainy. My mom would like, oh no, like everything was like if my mom had to ask something to this day, if it's something serious, they go to my sister first. Or like per se, like if something serious, she'll come to me, get what I say, and then she'll go to my
And be
sister,
like,
and
"Is
then
this true?"
and then she's like, oh, hablé con you know, like she spoke to my sister, and I was like, "Ama, that's exactly what I just told you.
Like,
I told you that. Didn't I told you that? Sí, pero ella también me dijo,
oh, yeah, man.
well, you know, like I don't take it too hard.
Yeah,
I'm like, you
of
know,
course.
I recognize she's a brainy, so
Yeah.
But yeah, besides that, like, you know, and then in college, well, I was an adult, living an adult life, so whatever.
Yeah, but how
It
was
wasn't-
college for you guys?
It was good.
Yeah, you guys actually went to college.
We went to the same college, girl.
Yeah.
And it
she
was pretty
pushed.
good.
She pulled me in.
Yeah, I pulled her in. I pulled her into debt.
I'm sad, but
Yes, you did.
Girl, I pulled her into
but
debt.
how was that experience for you guys? Like, do you guys?
I
feel,
loved it.
Yeah,
I
you
loved
did
it too.
It was like a me time, like bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah, luego está right next to Taco Bell, so a little walk my little ass to Taco Bell. Give me a little,
Yeah.
at least a little.
Pero
freezy.
fíjate, you would think like because we were going to the same school, we were going to see each other more.
No, bitch.
Nothing. Era de vez en cuando en el elevator or walking in. She was walking
like,
out or
and sometimes
something.
she would have like totally different days because you only go 3 days of the week or 2 days of the week. Three. So she would have the opposite days of me. And then
yeah.
the one day that we did,
It was
she was
quick.
in medical. So she was like completely
On a
different,
different
floor.
floor.
Yeah.
Like literally just elevators. Be like, hey, you're here. Oh, if you get a break. But then sometimes she would go break before me, and it was just like, oh.
It was crazy.
But honestly, like hopefully, God willing, I want to go to college this year, guys.
Yeah.
It
one of
will.
her
If it's in your goals, it should go.
It definitely is. And I do want to say, yes, that isn't one of my goals this year. I'm definitely, how do I say, I feel like I'm playing checkers and I just have to make the right move, guys. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like because I have 2 jobs and I have so many things that I want to
And
do
it's
this
not
year.
cheap.
And it's not cheap, guys. And mind you, this is me by myself. Because I don't know. I feel like with things like that, I don't want to ask for help.
Yeah.
Maybe financial aid, but not all community colleges provide that. But yes, I do want to do that, but I don't know, like I just feel
It's
like
scary.
scared.
Fíjate que don't think about it, just go for it. 'Cause
Yeah.
if you think about it too much, you're just gonna waste time.
Exactly. And then not only that, but I honestly feel like I need to, how do I say, like put myself in that already, in that position already, not
Like-
be like, that's what I'm gonna do. No, that's what I'm doing.
And like take
But look,
steps,
Joanna.
take small steps. I feel like give yourself small goals. Like, oh, like tomorrow I'm gonna go sign up.
Yeah.
Or I'm
Yes.
gonna
Little
go.
stuff. Or just
And
check it out.
You know, one of my
Do-
first goals
do
is
a tour.
to quit one of my jobs because I feel like I have no time.
Yeah.
Okay, mira. When I went to college, I had 2 jobs and I was going to college and I had my
All
child.
3.
I would had my regular
Well,
job
yeah.
from 8 to 4:30. Go to school, come home.
But I do want to say that plans are going, guys. 3 months before my graduation, I kind of noticed my mom stopped asking me questions like, like, what are you gonna wear? When is it gonna be? When do you want it to be? And then I'm like probably like a good month before my graduation, I was like, Mom, like, what's up with the party? Like, I'm so excited. Mind you, I didn't get a quinceañera, y'all, so I was looking forward to this shit. I was like, I got friends now, like,
I got real friends.
I got real friends. So I was so pumped. And then she told me, she was like, I honestly did not think you were going to graduate because I already had my cap and gown. So it was secured. The bag was secured, y'all. So she was like, oh, I thought you weren't going to make it. Like, she told me straight up, like, I'm sorry. Like, I did not do nothing. I planned it, but I never, like, did anything. Yeah, because, she had doubts. And I understand. Like I said, I think
she went to
slacking.
see like a salon.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
And
it was
like she was
it was
like,
set in stone, y'all. It was set in stone.
she didn't get shit.
She didn't believe in me, y'all. I'm just kidding. But like I said, it was understandable
proved her
because
wrong, which is
I did. I
most
proved her
important.
wrong, and I still had the best graduation ever.
Yeah. I mean, the main thing is you graduated.
And especially before COVID, because this was literally right a year before COVID. So I got to walk the stage.
Wow, you graduated 2019? You graduated
2019.
Girl, you're so young. Like,
I graduated 10 years before that.
Yeah. Damn.
I graduated. Yeah. You actually graduated because I went back and I did a charter school to graduate.
Really?
On my last year of senior, I had to
What
drop
happened?
out.
Why?
Tried going back, but it was too late. Like, they didn't want to take me back.
Yeah, because that's when the midterm. I'm like, that's when midterms
It's because
go.
you had an accident, then you had your baby.
So it was a lot.
It was a lot.
So I waited off, and I was like, well, you know what? And then I waited a while, like a year, almost 2 years, and then I was like, you know what? I need to go back.
Yeah, I need to get my fucking diploma.
Yeah, so I was in, and then I did. No, actually, it was not that long. I think after a few months, I went back. My daughter was a little bit older, like 6 months when I went back. And then in 2018, I graduated. January of 2018.
Hey,
18.
That's good.
I was 18 years old. I mean, 2008, sorry.
No.
I know.
2010 or 12. 11. 10. I graduated in 09.
09? Entonces, 010.
10.
Oh, 10.
010.
But
really
all my years of high school was bomb. It's just like, I had like, I think te dan 4 meses.
Well, no, they were bitches to me, so I had to go back. So I did graduate in 2010, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, like they give you time off, but obviously in that time off you have to go to school, pick up the work, because antes no había eso como ahorita.
Yeah, like laptops.
If you don't go, it's on your laptop. So I had to go drive all the way up to the school, pick up my schoolwork, drop it off. Yeah, see. And with the newborn and a baby and another kid, I had 2 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl.
Damn.
So then I went back and I graduated. And
I'm so proud of you guys. I just want to say I'm so proud of you guys, because you guys defeated the odds against you guys a lot. So it's admiring to hear you guys, like what you guys went through, and especially like the hardships that you guys had to endure.
And it is hard. Yeah. It is hard. And I think nobody acknowledges that everybody's like, oh, at least you graduated and all this.
Bitch,
but it was a hard process. Like,
and it was different, because let me tell you, because I feel like, telling people your school life, it's different for me and Yessie, because we were moms.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Like,
and then like I never realized that.
And then in college, it was not fun, because we were adulting with children
and like you said, you had 2 jobs to go to after, so it was not like, oh, I get to home and rest. And
dude, you know what pushed me more to go to school, because even before I started going to college, I was working my 2 jobs, and then when I was cleaning the offices that night, the freaking vacuum wasn't working, and I was not even halfway done.
You were like, fuck this.
And then I looked out the window, and everybody was out there partying. It was a Friday night. And I remember I started crying. I was like, my mama didn't just suffer for me to be in this fucking job, getting minimum pay. And I'm like, no. And I pushed my ass, and I'm like, nope.
It's so
and
weird,
I went back to school.
But you see, like, that's so admiring to see how one thing like that, like, you saw that and you were like, that's not, like, that should be me.
Yeah. And fíjate que ever since, like, I always had that, like, and then I remember my mom would be like, ay, ya deja de eso, mejor trabaja. Like, if I would have listened to my mom, I would have been working a minimum job. I wouldn't even have finished high school.
You guys want to know what's crazy? And I like, now that you're saying that, I realize that I do that a lot. If my mom thinks something's a bad idea, I'm like, she's right. It's a bad idea. And ask anybody, I have to ask like 3 million people before I do something, because something in me is just like, you're not gonna make the right decision,
or you're scared,
or I'm too scared, or like, and same, like, even when I pick up jobs, bro, like, even if I pick up a job, I'm like, what do you guys think? Like, do you guys think it's good, or like,
what should I do?
And like, you see what I mean?
Es
like,
que tú mismo te detienes.
And that's the thing, that's what I'm like getting to. I feel like
once you acknowledge it, I feel like it's good to move
but it's
forward.
like it's like now, like that she said that, I'm like, dude, like, imagine if you did listen to your mom,
my outcome
like,
would have been totally different.
So I'm like, damn, imagine if all the things that I've taken advice from my mom,
and
and
like,
I'm damn, bitch, like, I could have been on cloud 9. No, but
it's hard, because I know mine was prove people wrong. tell them, "Oh, you're not gonna graduate high school now."
And
Hire
you
them.
did,
And I
and
did.
you did.
And the same thing with college. And I'm like, well, at least I'm gonna have, you know,
and
to tell
that's
my
the thing,
kids.
because you were going through so much in
Yeah.
college, so it was just like
Her world, her personal life
yes,
was crumbling. Mine
Girl,
was too. Dude.
And it showed, because I was a straight A student till my last 2
She was
semesters.
cried when she got her first D.
She was like,
No, it
I
was
had
a
to retake that
C.
class.
No, yes, and I failed my online class. Anyways, yeah, that was horrible.
And then when I took it, she's like, I don't know what to tell you, but I failed that. I'm like, oh my. When she told me that, I started freaking out because I was taking it online too. I was like,
Bitch,
oh
it
my
was
God.
horrible. But I heard that she's like, mine's easy. I was like,
Mine was nothing, but it's because she was going through more stuff than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, I don't know, like, I feel like even though I graduated and I did all of that, bitch, I still ended up fucking working a minimum wage job. But it definitely was an experience. I have my diploma and a big ass debt to show.
But that's not to say that you can't put your
But I
diploma
wanted
to
it.
use. You know
But
what
I
I mean?
wanted it.
It's never too late to put it to
it's
use.
true.
The way to go.
But
a way to
nowadays,
go.
there's a lot of there's a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah,
You know,
for
like
sure.
now
You
just to
can
become a
certify
creator and all
yourself.
of that.
Yeah.
And you know what I was looking into, guys?
But no, wait. But now they have careers, small careers like Lash Tech now.
Oh yeah, and they make
And like,
good money.
you don't have to go to 2 years of college and
Exactly.
5 years of college to do.
You just have to be smart.
Smart and
know
a
how to play the
hustler.
creative.
And I feel like a hustler too. Like you have to want to get your money. You know what I mean?
Sorry, sister, I cut you. What were you gonna say?
I totally forgot. All right, guys. But I'm so thankful for the opportunity that I was able to go to school. You know,
Yeah,
there's a lot of
for
kids
sure.
that don't. So
And live the experiences.
definitely.
Yeah.
So I'm so grateful for that. And I am so happy to hopefully continue my journey with school and see where that goes, guys.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
And a little shout out to Karina. She couldn't make it today, but
Yes, but you will be seeing her on our next podcast.
yes,
Yep.
we did miss her.
A lot. I'm like a lot.
And guys, don't forget to listen to us every Wednesday. And go ahead and follow us on TikTok at Ready or Not Latinas, and also on Instagram.
Help us get our views up, y'all.
And now we have something new.
Oh my God, we do, guys.
Now we have a YouTube channel.
Go subscribe and go see what videos we have posted already.
Yeah. So
Exciting stuff.
yes. So just stay tuned, and you'll see great things from us.
Yes, guys, watch out because we're coming for everybody. I'm just kidding.
Hey, and if you're also a creator and you're starting up, hit us up.
Yeah,
you know, we're also starting, but we're willing to, help out.
Yeah, collab, do a little
Collab.
something
small. We'll
Yes.
get there. It's the ¿cómo se llama? It's the thought that counts. If we're
Yes.
willing to do it,
Yeah.
just hit us up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pues bueno, mi gente, that was all for today. We are so excited for you guys to see this week's episode. We love you. And remember, let go and let God, because God only knows what He has planned for you.
So this is Jessica.
Joanna.
Yesy.
Karina.
And this is
Ready or Not, Latinas, here we come.